University officials have expressed some concern about confrontations between the two sides. KOMO's Paul Rivera live in Seattle tracking it all. Paul, let's start with the encampment and what they're saying about the president's visit.
Well, Michelle, they're certainly not in support with how the president has handled the war in Gaza. But also today, they talked to me about the future of the UW encampment. President Joe Biden did not get a warm welcome from a group of pro-Palestinian protesters as he arrived in downtown Seattle on a fundraising trip.
I think President Biden is doing his best to cater to his donors and supporters. There are a lot of well-funded people who have a lot to gain from the ongoing genocide in Palestine.
The day of his departure across town, we talked with those still in place at a pro-Palestinian camp on the University of Washington campus. They're not thrilled about Biden's visit.
Him being here is very agitating, knowing that he now is pausing weapons supplies, but it's too little too late.
But the camp must now turn their attention from the president to a new significant moment. There is a planned pro-Israeli counter-protest and a march. A flyer circulating online shows a mapped path going through the quad.
I would love for there to not be violence.
It's important to me that our community in this space is kept safe.
Despite allowing the camp to remain and grow since the end of April, university officials are saying they're significantly concerned about the camp and the counter-protest, sharing safety concerns online, saying they've shared that message with those at the encampment and organizers of counter-protests. It is to be seen what will happen, but it's also clear that those here at the quad don't plan on leaving. How long is this going to stay here?
We are going to stay here until the university meets our demands to divest academically and materially from Israel, to cut all ties with Boeing.
And Michelle, the university has also called for that camp to be voluntarily dismantled for everyone's safety. Back to you.
Paul, thank you for the update. Today we saw both pro-Palestinian and pro-Israel protest in the area. This afternoon, a large crowd of protesters gathered at Westlake Park ahead of Palestinian Day of Struggle. And then over on Mercer Island, pro-Israel protesters marched to the I-90 bridge. People we spoke to say they're honoring Israeli soldiers that have died in all wars. Monday also marks Israel's Independence Day.